On two. Ready? Hey.
What's going on?
What's good? What's good, peoples? What's good? You know what it is. It's Sunday. You know what that means. It is time for the Football Frame of Mind weekly show. I'm your host, Cam, with my co-host, Brandon. Together we make this team, right? But we got a lot to talk about, man. But before we get started, man, let's give a big shout out to all the people that have been watching our show for the past year and a half. We thank you all for tuning in, man, listening to us talk our shit. But we also have to give a big shout out to all the people on the Villain Sports Media Network, man. We got No Mercy Sports. Shout out to those guys over there. Great show. I know they're excited. It's a lot of Yankees fans over there. Then we got College Sports Villains, our boy Andrew and the gang. Great show. We always a part of their show, man. And then you got us, man. So give a big shout out to all of us, man. So but before we get started, man, how are you doing?
Man, let's talk about that. Man, it's a good day, man. We lot of craziness happened over the weekend, yesterday and today, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. But like you said before, check out the Villain Sports Media Network on YouTube. We have a Facebook page as well. But as for our content, we mainly, for the most part, we go through YouTube. You can check us out on all major social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, Spotify, audio platforms, everything you want, however you want it, whether you want videos, audio, shorts, check us out. We are everywhere. We just want to thank everybody who's been with us, like you said, the last year and a half or so to be able to get us to this point. And also maybe you're checking in for the first time. You want to try to find a spot for all of your great college football and NFL content. Man, check us out, man. We have a deep library of videos, tons of audio content. We do Twitch streaming as well. Definitely check us out. Football Frame of Mind. Just type that in your Google search and you will not be disappointed.
Nope, not at all. Not at all, man. So we'll get things started, man, with the show, man. Let's see what we got here. What have I cooked up today? All right, let's go all the way back. Let's do that first. All right. So we get into some college football action, right? So, we start the show off now with the new AP poll, right? So, as you can see, the Alabama Crimson Tide are in the 15s, the teens, right? We'll get into what happened. But nonetheless, man, what is your biggest takeaway from right now? What you got?
Man, I see Oregon done slotted into the number 1 spot. We got Penn State breaking into the top 3 at number 3. Indiana's in the mix right there. BYU continues to climb. I'm very surprised that LSU didn't move and Tennessee is above LSU, even though LSU beat the team who beat Tennessee. But nonetheless, I see Illinois climbing. We got Vanderbilt in the top 25, as well as Army and Navy at the tail end back there with them. I'm really happy to see those last 3 teams for sure. I want to say Navy has Ohio State this week, so that might be more than likely coming to an end. But if it is just for this week, it's good to see Vanderbilt, Army, and Navy, all 3 in the top 25.
Yeah, man, it's interesting, dog. To see Oregon number 1, but I mean they earned the spot, man. They beat Ohio State 2 weeks ago, so they deserve it. You gotta give them a shot to be number 1. But nonetheless, man, your LSU Tigers kind of stand still, at 8. Then you got Iowa State. They moved back 1, which I don't know.
They damn near almost lost that game too. That was a nail.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, they should have moved back. But BYU is coming up out of the Big 12. We said it would be a cannibalistic conference. Well, they've been picking people off left and right lately.
They're playing good football, man. They look good.
Yeah, man. My Mizzou Tigers decide to almost lose to those guys from the barn, and then Brady Cook pulled the old who's the guy? Paul Pierce. Remember when he had hurt his leg or something, and they put him in a wheelchair, and then he came out the tunnel like nothing was wrong.
Dude, they brought Brady Cook all the way to the hospital, got an MRI, and he's like, "Nah, dude, I gotta go back." Dude comes all the way back, comes back to the game, and ends up helping them win. So I mean, good to hear that he's healthy. Good to see that they got the win. But that was a crazy sequence of events.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Look, man. I'm sitting there looking at the game, right? And I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like the guy that's playing quarterback. I don't like him very much, man. Because he's not doing nothing, man. He was struggling. And you could tell Luther Burden was upset. He's like, man, I should have went pro for this. And then he realized, oh, I have one more year left before I can do that. But nonetheless, man, interesting. Notre Dame, if we took all the teams in the 12 right now, just stuck them into the playoffs, that's pretty good. If I'm being honest, that's a pretty cool 12, right? Notre Dame would be right in there. So we'll see. We got a lot of football left, man. So, but let's get into it, man. Let's get into what we got today. All right. So
I gotta hear your spill on this.
So let's discuss the elephant in the room, right?
Literally.
Right? Literally, right? You see what I did there? Let's discuss the elephant in the room, right? So the elephant in the room is that Alabama's in trouble, dog. We in big trouble, right? Because we got 2 SEC losses, right? But we got the best SEC win out of anybody so far. We beat Georgia. It was ranked number 1, and they still in the top 5, which shows that they're a really good team.
Yeah, and then they just got a big win too. So
and then they got a good win, so that means it's looking good, even better, right? Then Vanderbilt's in the top 25, which is really good. So it doesn't hurt as bad as a bad loss as people say. Then you got the loss this weekend, right? So the fan base is melting down, right? So before I start, right? So there's like a part of our fan base, right, that keeps bringing up this term, right? Oh, the inmates are running the asylum, right?
Ooh,
and I'm like, yo, okay. All right, so why use that term of anything you can use, right? Don't get me wrong. I hate the race card more than anybody because it's like a cop-out. It's like, man, the refs cost us the game. That's how that feels to me, right? But on a team in a sport that is majority black, right? How do you think that makes people feel when you hear that, right? Like,
very derogatory.
Like, damn, bro. Like, I get what you're saying. It feels like there's no control, right? But there's a way to say that.
Better choice of words. We're getting the same point across.
Exactly. I know what you're saying. But for people that don't know what you're saying, it feels a little mean. It feels mean, man. And I'm talking to those people. Like, bro, I get what you mean. But you can't always say that to the wrong people. Now, Twitter X is not a real place, right? So you can say that on there. But somebody gonna see that and be like, you know what, this fan base sucks. I'm not coming to your school, right? Now, keep in mind, this can happen at LSU. This could happen at Texas. This could happen anywhere in the country, right? But knowing that you're in a state that in this climate is red, it's not a state with a very clean history in terms of being friendly to other races, right? We can roll the tape. We can roll the tape if we wanted to. It's real, it's out there. So it's not friendly, right? To use that term, right? Now, now that that's out there. Let's keep it back. Let's keep it football. Let's keep it football. So, I'm looking at this game as a whole, right? And I'm thinking, all right, we get a touchdown, right? I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We know we gonna struggle to win this game, right? Nah, bro. We struggled to stay alive in this game, bro.
Your boy was cutting up.
Cutting up, man. Godly, man. And you know what? The defense, the last couple games, was playing all right. Vandy was a tough game because that's a weird offense to run, right? But South Carolina, they played pretty good, especially they got a couple turnovers and things like that, right? Tennessee, they played even good. They played even better. It's just like, yo, where's our points? Where's our points, bro? And I want to give a big shout out to the defense, man, because they actually played this game, right? Like I said, if Saban was there and we got like 4 turnovers like we did, we probably would have won this game by what, 28? Would have stuck a fork in them, right? That's my point. It would have stuck a fork in them. But because their team didn't do that good. They didn't do good at all. Like
there's enough to win though.
Win is a win. I get that. But they didn't play well enough to win this game.
At quarterback all. Didn't either though.
No. Their quarterback did what he was supposed to do. 27.
I said your quarterback.
I'll get to him. I will get to him. That's part of the spiel, right? I gotta break it down into parts of how I view the game, right? So their quarterback, he's young, everything. So there was a guy on X, right, that told me that being young is not an excuse when you're making millions as an NIL player. I said, so you tell me that because you're making millions, you should just be developed already. The nonsense people say on there, right?
They're trying to put they're trying to put the NFL lens on it. It's like, okay, I'm paying you all this money at the next level. Now I expect to get X, Y, and Z production. But you can't put the same lens on it because the league and college are completely different in the way that players are and where they're at.
That's what I'm saying. The nerve of somebody to say that a 19-year-old kid should be developed.
Ignorant.
What?
Ignorant.
What? I wish I would. I should have screenshot that tweet and put it on here.
You should have. I want to see.
The audacity to say that, right? Were you developed at 19? I'm pretty sure you were doing some stupid stuff, right? Everybody was. No, and you're gonna say, "Oh, he should be developed to play quarterback, bro." Dude,
it's the SEC, bro.
He probably just learned how to balance his checkbook, bro. Just a little bit. So, all right, long-winded here, but let's get to the elephant in the room for real. What the hell happened to Jalen Milroe and his Heisman candidacy? I'll show you what happened. That's what happened. Ball it up and throw it away. Ugly. Now
you can't be turning the ball over like that.
Huh?
You can't be turning the ball over like that in big game situations like this.
Bro, it's not even that, man. Look.
Been consistent though.
So we talk about the quarterbacks that run a lot in the NFL. We go back and forth, right? I tell you what I like about certain quarterbacks. And then I tell you the passing attempts, I like to have them to be around 25 to 30.
Yeah.
If you passing the ball too much, you either behind, and I understand that, or you're doing too much.
Forcing it.
Exactly. So this game was exactly what I didn't want. 45 pass attempts, right?
Forcing.
And it's not even forcing it. I would be happy if you were forcing it to everybody. 45 pass attempts, and about 20 of them were to Ryan Williams.
Yeah. Forcing it to one receiver instead of trying to spread the ball out and take what the defense gives you.
Ridiculous. You got your teammates questioning your decision making on Twitter, which is crazy. Not out there, but little subliminal tweets, like subtweeting things, reposting things. Somebody said, "Hey, how'd you miss a wide open guy?" Player X retweeted that, probably wondering the same shit. So
it's understandable.
So when I'm watching this game, this is the first time in watching football that I've seen somebody try to impress the scouts. This is the first time, bro, like that I've actually been cognizant of somebody trying to impress the scouts. And he went full out of body, bro. Remember Avengers when the Hulk was trying to talk shit to the girl with the time stone and she gave him the whoop, whoop, took his whole body out? That's what Jalen Miro did in this game, bro. Had a whole out of body experience. Dude didn't even look like the same quarterback. Overthrowing receivers. You got Ryan Williams. You've been throwing to him all day, and on a corner route, he wide open. You overthrow him. You don't take the check down. And when you got a chance to do the quarterback power, you play like you run like somebody on Madden. You supposed to wait until your blocker is set and then run around it. You beat your blocker and run right into the defender. Crazy, man. Crazy. This game is horrible. Now, let's get into the coaching aspect of it before I move on to the next game. Everybody's blaming the play calling. I'm not doing that. I'm blaming Jalen Miro for this loss.
Execution.
This is all on him, man. They had a snapshot of a play that he overthrew the running back out of bounds. Crazy play. Like, why would you throw to him of anybody? He like 5 foot nothing. He ain't gonna jump up and catch that. Not on the sideline.
He was trying to get him the high point and he was short.
Man, no. This wasn't no high point, bro. This was just, well, the pocket collapsing, so I'm just gonna throw it. But the snapshot before he threw it had a receiver running open underneath. And look, I get it when you look at a play and you be like, oh man, he was wide open. But after the defenders done moved away, right? No, this is before he threw the ball. The receiver on the outside was running in on a, I guess you call that a crosser or whatever. And then another receiver from the slot was running deep downfield on a go, wide open. And then if all of that failed, it was a running lane that led all the way to the end zone. The pocket was clean too. I mean, perfect. Everything was perfect to make a better decision than that. So if I'm Kalen DeBoer, me and my quarterback have to have a conversation, a serious conversation on what went in. They have to go through this whole offensive possession piece by piece by piece to figure out what you saw, what was you doing, and why did you look like you was in high school again? Because this was horrible, bro. This was bad. But nonetheless, Alabama still got a chance to make the playoffs. Am I positive about that? Of course not. No. This is coming from a real Bama fan. I am not high on this team at all. I'm really upset for real. I was mad as hell watching this game, bro. Because you and me play football. So we know what good football is. That was nasty. Nasty work. Nasty work. They just gave them the game. So I think they can make the playoffs, man. But
for y'all to make it, y'all have to win out.
Yeah.
If y'all lose another game, y'all out. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is biased aside, even though you don't think I'd be unbiased. They have a very unfavorable matchup. You guys have to go to Baton Rouge at night. And Brian Kelly has yet to lose a night game in Tiger Stadium, and they're playing pretty good football right now. So not impossible, but that's definitely a rock.
Man,
I'm
watching this game fully. I'm watching it as like an innocent bystander, bro. That's how I'm watching the rest of the Alabama game. Simply because I ain't got no faith, bro. I ain't got no faith, man. It's ugly over here. You better be glad you over there. Because it's ugly over here, bro. But nonetheless, we'll get to LSU Bama when the time comes. But I tell you, I ain't confident at all. I even pick Mercer over us right now, and that's disrespectful.
Maybe Furman.
Man, Sycamore State. Remember that? Yeah, I picked them over Bama right now.
I got Holy Cross.
Yeah. Nah, I got no disrespect here. I got Tennessee College of the Deaf and Blind. Remember that?
Oh,
remember
that meme we and you had, yeah.
Yeah, remember that shit? Hey, they was on some demon time in the 900s, bro.
Give me a Mean Machine, bro.
Yeah, they was on some demon team in the 1900s, man. Why are you gonna play the college for the deaf, bro?
We're gonna have to get that picture because I know we have it on the page, and we're gonna have to post that and talk about that because that's a segment in itself.
Like, what was they doing, man? That's disrespectful. Why you do them people like that?
Because they knew anybody was gonna say nothing. Like nowadays.
No, we got receipts though. we got receipts. We got receipts, man. So, all right, moving past Bama and their shenanigans this weekend, let's talk about a game that was probably not on people's bingo card of being really good, man. Let's talk about Miami and Louisville, man. What'd you think?
I knew this. Louisville is scrappy, bro. Like, they always come to play. It does not matter. I knew that this was going to be one that if Miami was going to drop one, this was going to be a game that they could lose. Cam Ward played really efficiently, man. Probably completed almost 70% of his passes, over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Got the job done when he needed to get it done. But I will admit, we've had this discussion with me, you, and Andrew off camera and off live. There have been some very questionable officiating in this is the last 2 or 3 games Miami have played. Now, I'm not saying it has anything to do with the players, but they've had some very favorable situations find their way to where Miami has been able to. Obviously, you still need to put the plays together and win the game. But I will be honest with you, like some of these games, like recently, I don't think they should have won. And this is another one that people are kind of pulling the red flag, like, something didn't look right there because Louisville played a pretty efficient game too, man. Their quarterback, 31 of 51, 342, 4 touchdowns, had a receiver over 100 yards. Louisville only got outscored in the first quarter by 3 and in the second quarter by 4 points. So they played a really good and efficient game as well. Clean game, not really any turnovers to be spoken of, but nonetheless, man, Miami stays undefeated, man. Cam Ward's still playing really good football. Efficient football. I'm really impressed with his prowess, his pocket presence, and being able to really just put the ball where he needs to down the field. And just not turning the ball over. He has very few interceptions this season. He's playing really efficient. I think Miami is a really good team, but they are going to get tested here down the stretch. I want to say they still have Clemson going down I think towards the tail end of their schedule, and that's going to be a tough one for sure.
No, I agree. I think they got some tough games to go. Obviously, Clemson is there on the list. But nonetheless, man, Cam Ward's looking like a Heisman winner, man. Like, he's really looking good. Like, from his running ability, his passing ability, his decision making. He looks really good. So if I'm Miami, man, all I gotta do is good. Let's see, Andrews in his thing. So I want to say he's talking about the refs smoking crack.
Yeah, if I had to put two and two together, yeah. If anybody knows anything about refs, it's Andrew.
And I guess they don't play Clemson.
Okay, let's get a reference here. Let me see, because I'm kind of I glanced at their schedule earlier. I guess I didn't look close enough. Okay, so we got the Miami Hurricanes. So let's pull up their schedule. They just won, so they got a home game next against Florida State. That's a win. They do have another home game after against Duke. That will be a tough test because Duke is still a pretty good team as well. They have to go to Georgia Tech after, which that'll be a good game. They get Wake Forest at home, and then they end the year at Syracuse. So going down the stretch, there are at least two of those final 4 or 5 games that I'm like, okay, have a legitimate shot to get beat is Duke and Georgia Tech, in my opinion. Syracuse is not a pushover team either. So I think that they just need to keep playing the brand of football they are. Keep playing the brand of football you're playing, not turn the ball over, and just play it clean and efficient. Like, if Cam Ward keeps playing the way he is playing, Miami shouldn't have any trouble. But one of those two teams could really give them a running for their money. And if I have to say anybody, it would be Georgia Tech, especially after how they played them last year. Of course, it's a different team, new quarterback, but you've seen what Georgia Tech did in week 1. They're a good team. Scrappy, maybe not the best team, but they can come to play. So I'm curious to see how that goes for Miami going down the stretch.
Yeah, man. Look, I think they got a chance, man. I love to see
them. I want to see them in the playoff. I want to see Cam Ward in the playoff.
Me too.
That's what I want to see. I want to see him light somebody up.
I ain't gonna hold you. I've been a closet Miami fan for a long time.
Oh,
but you know,
I like when they have.
I have no reason to come out of the closet, right? Because they suck.
I liked when they had Ja'Cory Harris.
Yeah, I did too.
Ja'Cory was nice.
Yeah, Ja'Cory was good, man. And he was from Florida too.
That's like the last really good quarterback they had, huh? If you think about it.
Tate Martell.
Yeah, okay. So we'll say Ja'Cory Harris was like the last really good one, and that was like 11 years ago.
Yeah, that boy was booty.
Had to switch the receiver in Miami.
He was booty, bro. I'm sorry.
That's a sad story, man. Dude was really freaking good. Just couldn't put it
together. I hope he's doing all right. We just joking, man. But we literally hope he's doing okay. But at the same time, man, damn.
That was crazy.
You can't fall off like that, man. But nonetheless, man, I love seeing the former players, which is a lot of NFL guys, come to the Miami games really showing out. Michael Irvin is like the mascot.
He is. He's high energy.
Bro, he be at the games wilding.
You see what he did last week? Was that last week or the week before where he freaking like had a halftime like performance and everything?
Bro, but he was giving all love to the the receiving core, especially Restrepo, because he passed him in like career rushing yard or receiving yards.
Mm-hmm.
So he was giving them all some love. So it's I think that's cool. I think the former players should definitely be able to come back to the to the school.
And that'll help them in recruiting and help build their brand. I mean, they're moving in the right direction. And the more they see that, the more they're made aware of those old Miami teams, they want to recreate what they had before,
True. So we move on to this game of like heartache and then triumph. For one team, I'm excited to see lose, right? The other team I'm rooting for, because I'm from Missouri. So I want them to win as many games as possible, right? So the fact that they won this game was crazy. The fact that Auburn lost this game was quite hilarious because this is not the first time that they've lost a game within the last few seconds this season.
Now they should have won.
Yeah. Now, fandom aside, biased aside, Auburn, everybody calling for They're calling for gosh, what's the coach's
Hugh
name?
Freeze.
Hugh Freeze. There we go. They're calling for Hugh Freeze's job.
He's got the same record as Brian Harsin.
Right.
That's why some people are starting to say that.
Right, but I'm like, yo, y'all got to chill. Y'all literally just fired somebody like 2 years ago. Why would you do that again? You still paying Malzahn. You still going to pay Brian Harsin for a while. Do y'all really want to do this for a third time?
Auburn's one of them programs, though, bro. You know that. Florida's the same exact way.
I do know this. I know this better than a lot of people. Auburn is very dysfunctional, right? But at the same time, man, you like, bro, it's wild, man. Hold up, what we got here? What's up, Jonte?
What's good, bro? How's it going? I'm glad you found your way in here, man.
Let's see. So he's talking about Mizzou got young players. Yeah, they do. They do. They got a lot of young players, man.
They have to get that experience.
But at the same time, man, I think they got a lot of young players, not in terms of age, but in terms of experience, like you said. Because a lot of them might be like sophomores and juniors, but never played. So technically, you're a freshman. You got the little bar on NCAA football on composure. You got the little one. But nah, man, Mizzou wins the game, man. I think their playoff chances are kind of over unless they beat Georgia.
Yeah, that's
or us.
But
actually, you know what? Nah, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna say if they beat us, because even if they beat us, that's not really a big win because we suck right now.
But that's been the bugaboo for Missouri. Was that the last 2 seasons? They had Georgia right where they wanted them, and they just couldn't finish. They just didn't have enough, or they couldn't finish it out.
Yeah,
because they've got y'all in Tuscaloosa next week. They've got Oklahoma coming up. They're playing at home against Oklahoma. They have to go to South Carolina. That's going to be another tough one.
Yeah.
They got Mississippi State, and then they finish. So they don't even play Georgia. They don't even have Georgia on the schedule. So they just need a win out. If they want a legit chance, they're sitting at 19, I think now, they need to win out. Beating y'all is still a reputable game because it's still a top 25 matchup. Being able to go into South Carolina and get the win would be, that's going to be a tough schedule. The only game I can see them being like a shoe-in is Mississippi State, and they're not even a complete pushover. So,
yeah, they've actually been kind of good, man.
They've been scoring points. Like, they just don't have enough.
They've been scoring a little bit, dog. They've been pretty good. So, they not as bad. SEC is pretty good, man. When we in a year where we got Vanderbilt in the top 25, it's a good year.
It's good, but it's good for the conference, man. It just brings even more clarity and like notoriety to the conference that, hey, the SEC is the most dominant conference in college football.
Yep, it definitely is, man. People be lying. They don't believe it.
You're right.
Then why the NFL always drafting SEC guys? Tell me that.
Cream of the crop rises to the top.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Hogan. I see lust in your eyes. That shit was 80s wrestling was off the chain. I loved it when people thought it was. See, yeah, Jonte, corn-fed boys. Yep, they ain't playing. Now I will say the Big Ten does have the best linemen.
Yeah, offense and deep. Well, I'd say offensive line wise, I probably say the Big Ten's got the SEC, but defensive line, I'm thinking SEC's got a bit of the edge.
Yeah, because they're really corn-fed boys up there, because that's all they eat for real. He froze. Goddamn. You coming back? All right. I'll take him off there real quick. All right. Nonetheless, man. Let's see if he come back, man. But we're going to talk about Oklahoma State and BYU. This was a classic Big 12 game, man. You had BYU quarterback do some really cool things, and then you got Oklahoma State, man. But I don't know what's going on with Ollie Gordon, man. I really thought he could do like 2,000 yards. Look like Ashton Genty, the only one that's gonna be doing that this season. So, but nonetheless, BYU is undefeated and the top team in the Big 12, along with Iowa State. Don't know if they play them, but at the same time, it's pretty good to be a BYU fan. That's for damn sure, man. But like I said, I don't know what's going on with Ollie Gordon, but he'll probably be a top pick in the draft next season. He's out of there, gone, man. But nonetheless, let's move on to the next game, man. All right, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I want to get Brandon's take on this game, man. So we'll be right back after this.
Can't get no love.
Oh shit, that's not doing that. But nonetheless, man, we back a little bit, but still on this damn commercial break, man. So we're gonna run some of our shorts, man, until Brandon get back up on this thing, man. So, what's the first quarterback that comes to mind that's wore the Dolphins helmet? Not mentioning Dan Marino and Tua Tagovailoa. So when I go back, I think of Jay Fiedler. Yeah, Jay Fiedler. That's who I think of other than those two. They had a lot of good quarterbacks that played there, like Chad Pennington, I think, played there. Ryan Tannehill. Dante Culpepper put on the Dolphins uniform after leaving Minnesota. Let's see, who else, man? Can I say Ronnie?
So let's talk about this, man. Florida State has been the talk of the town this year for all of the wrong reasons. It's just not looking good, man. I mean, they finally got that first win a couple weeks ago, but man, the fact that DJU is struggling and now he's going to be out, and I have a lot of questions. There we go.
All right, he's back. He's back.
Apologize for my goofy dog unplugging my freaking router in the middle of trying to make a statement. But I do appreciate the ad. I know the reason why you didn't play the other commercial you've been playing, so I guess we'll get into that one here in a little while.
Oh, I'm still gonna play it. That game was nice, and the guy we talking about played pretty good too.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna play it. Man. I don't care if they lost or not. They still good. Shoot, the Lions just a little better. That's all, man. It's all good. But nonetheless, man, stopped it right here, man. I covered the BYU Oklahoma State game. Good game. Ollie Gordon going top 10 in the draft to somebody because he's that good. But BYU is the top team in the Big 12, man. So this game right here, what you think about Georgia knocking off the Longhorns?
Texas
giving them the SEC welcome mat.
One, I am happy because Texas fans, I'm sorry if you're watching, no disrespect, but all disrespect. Texas fans are unbearable, just like Cowboys fans. And I'm sorry. I'm happy Georgia put the little whooping on them because you need to get humbled a little bit. Texas came out abysmal on offense. Abysmal. Oh, my gosh. They were non-existent. Georgia was all in their freaking shit. They were all in it, bro. Texas could get nothing going. Georgia had got turnovers early, man. They roughed up Ewers early. They were scoring at will. They were up like 20 or so to nothing at one point. And then they finally woke up towards the end of the game, but it was just too late. Like, I don't think this is concerning for Texas. I just think that it just wasn't. We said it before the season, man. Like, it was going to be damn near impossible to be undefeated in the SEC this year. It's just damn near. It's just impossible. Like, it's the gauntlet, like we always say. So, if anything, I think it's prepared. It's going to help Texas in those late. Yeah, I am happy too. I agree. You said it like I would.
Yeah, me too, man. Shoot, I'm glad too, man. You can't have the SEC looking like the Big Ten this year with Oregon beating up on everybody, bro.
You're right.
That's like new person coming in your neighborhood and then stealing all the ladies over there. Nah, bro, we don't do that. It's a pecking order. You gotta wait your turn.
Yeah. And if anything, though, I'm not concerned with the Texas loss. I think if anything, it's going to help prepare them going down the stretch and getting into that playoff conversation. I think they're going to look back at this game and be like, okay, this is what we did right. This is what we can't allow to happen, and this is what we need to improve on going forward. Georgia's still a really good team. I think a lot of people counted Georgia out just because you guys beat them. Still a really good team. And Carson Beck looked really good slinging that ball around. So Georgia, they got to win that.
He looked okay.
Well, I'm not even going to say okay. There were a lot of good.
All right. He didn't look like the number one.
Interceptions. He did look good throwing the ball around. But crazy enough that they ended up scoring 30 points with 3 interceptions, but ETN ended up getting in the end zone 3 times. But nonetheless, it was still a really good game. Texas definitely needs to make some adjustments because once you get to playoff time, like, this is going to be a game you're going to have to go back for reference. Be like, okay, we need to fix this, this, and this. So I'm glad to see them beat them because it'll humble them a bit. But I want to see how it's going to look once we get through the end of the regular season going into, like, the SEC championship and stuff.
Yeah, me too. But we said nobody was going undefeated in the SEC, though. Like, well, I think everybody got a loss at this point.
You talking about in conference or a loss in general?
I mean, in general.
Like, in general, I think you only have – is it just LSU with an undefeated SEC record? Or is A&M undefeated too? I feel like they're undefeated in conference.
I don't know. Yo, it'd be funny if nobody everybody make the playoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? We got the teams that we picked to make the playoffs. But nobody makes the SEC tournament, right? Or the SEC championship game. Like, that team's gonna make the playoffs, though.
Yeah, it's true. It's an automatic.
Like, bro, what if that's Texas A&M, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? God damn, he froze again, bro. Okay, you're back. All right.
Don't say that. Nobody in their right mind wants to see A&M come out of the conference. Nobody.
I do.
Mm-mm.
All right, let's talk about how y'all ate bacon bits this weekend.
Bacon bits, but we had the whole pig, bro.
Yeah, let's talk about the whole pig that y'all had for dinner and lunch and breakfast today.
Still eating it, yeah. Man, this I go back to what you guys were saying. How Arkansas was going to control the time of possession. They were going to run the ball over. And they were going to do all this and that, and y'all swore that we was going to freaking lose, and now you're going to eat crow. Because they had nothing going. They could not run the ball. You had a couple big plays here and there, but the difference between last week and this week is the offense played efficiently. They took what the defense gave them, and they wore out that defense. They ran the ball pretty efficiently. I mean, Durham had over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns, and we didn't take those long shots all game. Just picked them apart piece by piece, drove right down the field, and got a really good win, man. Being able to put up over 100 yards on that defensive line, it's a good win. Being able to actually run the ball is good because we haven't been able to run the ball very efficiently at all season. And it was good from the quarterback perspective that we're not taking those low percentage throws. We're taking our checkdowns. We're taking the crossers, the curls, all of that good stuff. And we're just driving, moving the chains, getting down the field, and scoring damn near every possession. That's what you needed to do going into this game that we talked about, was that you were scared that Arkansas was going to control the time of possession, and LSU wasn't going to have enough possessions. But LSU ran the time of possession, and they scored almost every possession. And Arkansas really just didn't have any answers on offense, man. Turned the ball over in really bad times and just couldn't get anything going. So, I mean, nonetheless, a hostile environment and a game that felt like it could have went either way. In the last 3 or 4 seasons, it was decided by 3 points, and they won by 24, man. So they're on a 6-game winning streak, undefeated in conference play, having to go into a hostile environment next week at Kyle Field against A&M.
Yeah, man. This is wild, dog. This is some wild-ish. But nonetheless, I was just trolling, all right? I wasn't serious about Arkansas winning, okay? I was just trolling because that's what I like to do. People troll Bama all the time, especially when we lose. So I had to do some trolling, right? That's really not who I am.
That's true. Okay? That was a lot of penalties. I'll say one thing that they
don't
fixed.
Talk about penalties.
Let me comment on this. That's something I'm glad they addressed. The entire first half, bro. I feel like everybody on the offensive line got a freaking false start penalty, at least 2 each. Like it was literally back to back to back, undisciplined, like just antsy. And it wasn't even just the offensive line. You had a couple of the receivers just not. When you play receiver, especially me, if you're not having a hard count, you're just watching the ball. You don't come off the line of scrimmage until you see that ball get snapped and you take off and do whatever you're doing. That was bad. And they got that under wraps. Once they got into the second half, they cleaned that up. But, man, it was crazy.
Man, don't you start on penalties, man. Dude, it seemed like every game that Bama was in, every play.
Dude, but it was like I got so tired. I'm like, it was the same guy. I'm like, dude, you got to be getting tired of calling this every time, bro. Like it was so insane.
Like bro, just leave. Like, just not call it because he clearly not listening. Like, just don't call it anymore because he's clearly not gonna stop holding. He's clearly not gonna stop fidgeting on the offensive line, right? Like, bro, dude. When I
was laughing at that point. I'm like, bro, what is going on?
Bro, I'm sitting here like, yo, what is this deal, dog? And then what's even more crazy is like, I hate going back to the Bama game, but bro, like the refs was actually calling it down the middle. Like Tennessee had just as many penalties as we did. I'm like, yo, y'all gonna blame the refs and we split on penalties, bro? Like, come on, man. No, we are ass. And that's not okay. You know, we are ass right now. And that's okay. Because wait till DeBoer gets like his players in there. The players that actually run his system, right? Bro, come on, man.
A couple of recruiting cycles.
Man, look, I will take a couple of recruiting cycles. Get these Saban dudes up out of here, bro. They like, yeah, I want to do all this talking. No. Nope, get up out of here. I'm tired of that, dog. Nah, man, because that's all they be doing, bro. They be just chatting, talking. I'm like, bro, nah.
Prima donnas.
Bro, don't get up out of here because I'm tired of it. Let him do his thing. You know, the fact is, I'm actually glad we suck this year right now. I'm glad because if we would have ran the table undefeated, would have won a national championship, the board would have been out of there. Probably going to the NFL.
Yeah, and it would have been like a bad representation of him because everybody would just go, oh, well, all you do is win with Saban's players anyway. This way, you can build it the way you want it, like you were saying. You get the right players in there, run your system, your archetypes, your body types, all that kind of stuff. And then when you actually put everything together and you win, you get credit for it. You're not under the shadow of Saban nearly as much because at least you were able to build the roster and talent that you wanted the way you wanted.
I agree. Let's see what Girth Brooks says.
Yeah, well, he was in that last.
No, they aren't dead. The SEC is not dead, Mr. Girth Brooks. Not dead. Actually quite alive, man. All right, so let's get into some games next week, man.
I like this
So
game.
we got Boise State, UNLV should be good. It's at Allegiant Stadium too, so it's gonna be a fire ass environment, man. And this will probably be the game that sets Genty on his Heisman race because this is probably the best, probably the best game he has on his schedule left, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's trolling.
Oh, whatever.
He's trolling. He's
Yeah.
trolling.
Whatever you got, we need that.
Hey, bro, hold up. We don't usually talk about people who comment on here, man. But whatever you're sniffing under your armpit, we need some of that.
Yeah, we'll send the PO box whatever you need. Like you need to wire that over.
He's on that ish. Yeah, John Tate.
It just said reset. Tell Girth is insane.
Yeah, bro. Not happening.
Oh man, that's like that freaking one off the last episode. It was like Dr. Kakamamas or something. I forgot what his name was. Or McCockamus or I forgot what his name was, but it was like something.
Yeah, I forgot his name. I gotta look back at his name. But he was trolling too, man. But who you got in this one right here?
Man, this could be a really good game, man. UNLV's not a bad team, and they can score points and move up and down the field. I just find it really hard to pick against a team that is running the ball as good as Boise State, man. Genty, I really want to see him win the Heisman, but bias aside, they're just playing good football, man, and he is one of the main focal points of that reason why they are. Nobody can stop him, and I'm sorry. The only way I see Boise State really losing is if a team can contain him, and I'm sorry, I just do not see UNLV containing him. The fact that he ran for over 200 on Oregon's defense? No. Give me Boise State, man. Genty's going to make another statement game, bro. Yeah.
You ever talking about FAU?
I don't recall. If we did, it's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we talked about FAU.
Did we talk about them in the offseason? I feel like, I forgot what conference they're in. They're in the American, maybe? We might have talked about them.
Let me see.
FAU's in the American, I think. They're either in the American Conference USA, but I know we didn't get to do a breakdown on either one of those conferences. We only got to do the Sun Belt compared to the Power Fives.
Yeah, he mentioned it for a reason. I don't know. What's going on?
Is
with
there
FAU?
a reason why you're saying FAU? Just out of curiosity?
I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, they're not good this season. But I'm thinking they was either undefeated or something or lost all the games. We'll get into that.
You got in that game?
All right. So
who you had in the Boise game?
Oh man, I got Boise State. I ain't worried about that.
Okay.
I got Boise State.
He's got UNLV.
No. I got anytime your quarterback leave before the season, bro, something wrong.
You're right.
Hey, the man. Y'all have a quarterback.
They're doing so. The QB is terrible, and the running backs are fighting to make a. I mean, they're
2-5 right now.
But they haven't.
But
been really
I know
good
what he's
since
saying because their quarterback was 9 for 19 for 96 yards. So,
I mean, have they been good since Lane left?
No.
Okay, well then that makes sense, but that sucks.
Let me see.
Running back is from what? Check him out. That's dope.
And
That's dope.
CJ
Small town
Campbell.
guy.
Yeah, CJ
I hope
Campbell.
Hope he gets a good tape, man. Hope he can have a chance at the league. That'd be dope. Got from Cap.
Yeah,
cool.
man. Yeah. Like I said, there's some dudes. Bama got the number one player on the number one high school team or something. He go Duncanville, Texas, so he's huge down here.
That's where Hayden Durham went, Duncanville.
Yeah, so
they're good.
Hopefully, if we can get him, I'm giddy about that. I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. He should probably start as a true freshman. I don't care. Just give him the ball. Sometimes you got to. Sometimes you just gotta
You're
give him
right.
the ball. Just get out the way. Give him the ball. Just let him play. Make some mistakes, and then year two, he doesn't make those mistakes, and then he's like really, really good, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there you go. But nonetheless, man, let's talk about Notre Dame and Navy, man. So shout out to the military academies out here playing
Heck
good
yeah.
football again.
I could
You
have sworn
know,
this was NCAA 14.
yeah, exactly, man. So, oh my God, this guy.
I mean, I just can't get over the picture. That's the word for today. 25 national.
No, bro.
I like how we just had a moment of silence. You just sat there and looked.
Bro, we're not talking about Yale and Princeton, bro. No. Nobody's winning 25 anytime soon, dog.
All we're going to do is react to
that's winning 25. What's up?
All we're going to react to is Ivy League games.
Bro, ain't nobody winning 25 unless they got like 18 already. Like, that's it. 25 is crazy. That's
You're
crazy,
right.
bro. But nobody was playing, man. But I'm gonna be a troll here. I'm going with Navy. I know Notre Dame will probably beat them, but I'm going Navy because I want the military academies to battle it out for that group of 5 playoff spot. That's what I want.
The fact that this isn't at Notre Dame is a difference maker to me. Navy's not a bad team. The fact that they're undefeated, number 25, like I wouldn't overlook that. Notre Dame's got a good team. They're not playing bad football. Like they feel like they got their quarterback playing like where they need him to be playing. But I don't know, man. I feel like this is a trap game for Notre Dame. And I know James from No Mercy doesn't want to hear that. I think Navy could give Notre Dame a run for their money, but I think Notre Dame just got too much. I think Navy will hang with them for maybe a half. And then get into the second half, and Notre Dame's going to kick in the second gear and just kind of take it away, win by 2-3 touchdowns. I've got Notre Dame.
All right, cool. Let's see.
Ooh, now this is a game. This is a game. I like this matchup.
Brett Bielema pulls the upset.
Against Dan Lanning and Eugene? Oh, my gosh.
We're getting 2007 vibes all over again,
Oh, we've been getting that.
We getting 2007 vibes. They're gonna have number one for 1 week, and then they're gonna lose, and then somebody else is gonna get number one.
Who Penn State gonna move to number one?
Yo, that's wild. No, Georgia's gonna be number one, bro. Georgia's gonna be number one, bro. They're gonna be number one after losing to Alabama. That's crazy.
So you've got Illinois taking the win?
This guy, bro. You're a troll, guy. You're a troll, girl. You're a troll, man. So my thing about this comment, right? How many years y'all been saying the dynasty's been over, bro? How many?
I think if anything, look, I think all of the other years a comment like that would have been irrelevant because Saban was still there. I feel like if the time to say it now would be the time because y'all have a new coach, but I still don't think that that's necessarily the case, in my opinion. But you've got Illinois getting the upset here?
Yep, I got Brett Bielema. I'm all
I mean, say what you want. I'm gonna be honest. That comment, no. If Oregon was a fraud, they wouldn't have pulled out that win against Ohio State. So no. I think Illinois is a really good team.
This is the same guy that said that the Vikings were frauds. Did you see that game, bro? They ain't frauds. They got a good team. To go toe-to-toe with the Lions, no more fraud talk.
In regards to this game, like they cheated.
They cheated.
Andrew, the cheating is becoming a bit thing to hear. I don't know about that comment. But in regards to this game, Illinois got a really good win.
Bro, everybody gets beat at home, dude. Everybody gets beat at home. Everybody gets beat at home, man. Bro, it happens,
like,
man.
Illinois got a good win last against Michigan, but Oregon is light years better than Michigan.
Oh, Jesus.
I think
it's in the rule book. It's not in the rule book, should I say it? What they did was not in the rule book. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know.
But yeah, I'm sorry. I think
he's in his bag right now.
Yeah, he's with Mr. Brooks. But
yeah. Nah, no, man, it's not.
It isn't. It's pretty up and down. But in regards to this game, like Illinois got a good win last week, but Michigan is not anywhere near the team that Oregon is. And the fact that you have to go play in Eugene, I think Illinois can really hang with them. I think this game could go down to the fourth quarter. I just think Oregon has a little bit too much. I have them winning, but maybe by 7 or less. I don't think it's going to be a big point margin.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just riding with Brett Bielema, man. I don't really care who wins. I just want what's in there. So what's wrong with that? I'll be at the buffet with him. I will be at the buffet with him.
That don't sound too shabby.
I swear, man. They got this Chinese.
Gotta go for lunch though. It's cheaper for lunch. So not.
Yeah, man. They got this. They got this Chinese place out here, man. Chinese buffet. I love it. And they got new management, so their food actually better.
Anytime you see it under new management sign, you gotta go check it out.
Of course. Of course. Crazy talk.
I think you're the crazy one. How about that?
All right.
This is probably going to be the game of the week.
Last time y'all played them, it was like 70 points, bro.
This is another team. I said the same thing with Arkansas last week, man. This is another team that it's not ever a gimme, man. Like, you're going to Kyle Field, which is one of the loudest stadiums in college football, one of the most hostile environments in college football, and A&M's actually playing good football right now. They are. Mike Elko's got them ranked in the top 15 his first year. Kudos to him. I'll be honest with you, A&M is scary. They are. I'm way more intimidated from A&M than I would have been from Arkansas. I heard Bell got ice cream machines in the locker room. Let's them look.
But you know what? I'm not even mad at this comment because that's probably what the hell happened.
Man, we needed that. We needed that. We needed that in high school.
The question is, were they McDonald's ice cream machines?
Oh, they was broke then.
See, that's probably where they went, man. But nonetheless, I think I got LSU winning this one. Jesus, I got LSU winning this one, man. My kid was screaming in the background. But I got LSU winning this one, man, because I need y'all to get y'all ranking up a little bit. So if we can beat y'all, if we can beat y'all, then we can get some more conversation. You feel me?
The way y'all
so I need y'all to beat them handily. So y'all can boost y'all rankings up. Therefore, it makes a good game. And maybe we can start talking about Bama in the playoffs. Maybe I'll come around to it. But right now, I'm not doing it.
I think we win this game. I think A&M playing good football. But the way LSU's trending right now, defensively trending in the right direction. I like what they've been doing. They've been getting good pressure on the quarterback. The secondary's playing better. And they're getting really good production out of their linebackers. And the offense is scoring, man. Didn't really have any turnovers last week. I think they win this game, at least a touchdown or two. But in regards to that, until y'all can get me another really convincing win, you cannot prove to me that you can come into Death Valley and not beat us. We'll see what happens. Y'all both picked Arkansas to beat us handily. And what happened? Nothing. The complete opposite happened. We ran that. Okay. What about your coach? Trash ass. You must like that, huh?
Andrew is a troll. He's a troll.
Him and Mr. Girth.
And no, Girth, we are not bringing back Dennis Franchione. All right, man. We're not bringing him back. All right, so this is the Suffer Bowl for me because I got
Yeah, you got it. Yep.
So, man, I don't know, dog. I think we win. I think we win the game, bro. But no, that ain't gonna be. It's gonna be stupid, ugly, dog. It's gonna be stupid.
Y'all gonna
ugly.
have to fight for it. Y'all got to fight for this one.
Yeah, like, bro. I think we win the game like 21-7, dog. Ugly
I think
win.
it's closer.
No, I don't think it's closer because I don't know how many points they're gonna put up because the defense is really good. I'm just banking on well, defense is better than it was before. So I think we get 21 at least, bro. At least. I offensively, I don't know which Milroe is gonna show up, man. I don't know, but I think 21-7 Alabama. It's just ugly, man.
My gut wants to pick the upset here, but I'll be honest with you. Like everything in me is telling me they can beat ass, but ass teams beat good teams all the time. I mean, everything is
mildew.
Okay, like this guy, but like this is my thing. Like, I just can't see Bama losing back-to-back games. I just can't see that.
No, I can't.
In Tuscaloosa, I just don't know. I just don't see them losing at home to Missouri, losing back-to-back. Like, I just don't see Milroe having that bad of a game this week. Like, I think you guys win, but I think the point margin is closer. I've got them 21-14. I've got Alabama getting the win. But if y'all lose again, I'm not picking y'all the rest of the season.
Shit, I'm not picking us either. Shit, the only reason I'm picking us again, I'm picking the versus sign.
You can't do that.
That's what I'm picking. I ain't picking this shit, man. Honestly, it's fuck Bama right now, bro. Because I'm so bad. I'm so mad, dog. That was so bad. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life, man. I do shit like that.
Ooh, okay. Nah. Okay. Ain't nothing else to say. I like Raiola. I like Matt Rule, but Ohio State is going to beat the brakes off of Nebraska. After what I've seen Illinois do to Nebraska, Illinois beat the brakes off them. Ohio State's going to murder them. This is like a 40, 50-point difference. I'm sorry. I like Nebraska. I really like Matt Rule and Dylan Raiola. They have nothing compared to Ohio State. Ohio State wins this one by 40 points.
Finally, yes. Andrew, something we can agree on. This is they will be done with this game and be
in the first quarter.
They'll be back at home for brunch. That's how this game is done.
Just hit Super Sim, bro. Like
Ohio State by 30. This game is over, man. But in 2007, remember Ohio State was highly ranked and Illinois went in there and beat that ass?
I mean, it's possible. Don't get me wrong. Like, Nebraska could win. But just based on what Nebraska had happen to them this past weekend and having to go into Columbus against a good Ohio State team, I could see it happening. I just don't think it's very realistic.
I agree. All right, we should be getting into some NFL shit now.
Yeah.
Right. So we finna run another commercial break and we're gonna get into this NFL stuff, man. So cue the commercial. Hey man, I don't care. I'm on this Darnold train. I'm riding with Darnold.
You riding with the Vikings?
I'm riding with the Vikings, man.
Oh man.
I'm
Woo,
riding
oh.
with the Vikings,
Man, you was
man.
talking. Hey, you.
So, what's the first quarterback that comes to mind that's wore the Dolphins helmet? Not mentioning Dan Marino and Tua Tagovailoa. So, when I go back, I think of Jay Fiedler. Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chad Pennington. To be honest with you, not many people are gonna remember that, but I remember him being in Miami.
Nobody remembers Jay Fiedler anyway. Why?
No,
Because
they
he
don't.
just hand the ball off to Ricky Williams.
I remember him
Just-
on 2K5. Never would use
Just
him.
hand the ball off to Ricky Williams. That's all you do. Don't you try to pass the ball. No, you don't. No, you don't. Just hand the ball off to Ricky Williams. That's it. That's it. That's all you do. That's it. Man. Andrew, you like Illinois too? I do too, man. Brad
Illinois
Bielema
is good,
too.
Reese. They really good. I mean, they could realistically get the win, but the Darnold train that we're gonna speak about here shortly.
Yep, we sure are. We sure are, man. We're gonna speak.
I bet it's the first game. I bet it is.
No, it's not. I said it before.
This was a good game. I caught bits and pieces. It was a really good game, man. Like I thought Houston. I think Houston had took the lead like towards the end. Forgot I wasn't supposed to.
Gotta love Ricky Williams, though. Gotta love Ricky Williams, man.
This was a good performance, though.
I know Andrew gonna be in here. He gonna be like, "Oh man, Jordan Love is a fraud. He sucked." And I'm like, yeah, he's pretty good, man. He's pretty good, man. Considering how teams go from quarterback to quarterback, name a team that has
Green Bay never misses.
3 for 3. 3 for 3 in 30 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers,
Jordan Love. Nobody else is doing that.
Nobody does that, man. But nonetheless, man, Green Bay gets the win here, man. Shit, I'm not mistaken. Never mind, that's a different game I was thinking about. But Green Bay gets a win, man. Pretty cool game. Excited. Could see the way the league going, man. You can see both of these teams at the Super Bowl, man.
You could, and that would be a really good matchup.
You can see, man. Look, dog. Everybody on the thing. Houston, yeah, I like Houston. I like their defense more than their offense.
I think Houston shakes back, though. I don't think this ruins them. I think this makes them better, especially going down the home stretch.
And they're gonna make the playoffs with ease because everybody else in their division ass.
Yes, very really much so. Houston's got the most complete team in the division, and they're one of the most complete teams in the conference. I can throw 170 for 100. They do. They've got really good talent on defense, and offensively they are really too, especially with Jacobs playing as well as he has been.
But if you're talking about 170 yards, bro, like that shows how good Houston was, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Mixon ran for over like 115 and 2 touchdowns too. So I mean, they didn't give this game away. It went down to the wire, and Green Bay just edged them out. Whew. Yeah, they do. That's a discussion that I don't know if I'm ready to have. That's bad. The Saints definitely could have had at least another 2 wins on their resume. They just, not this last one though. They were running away.
Yeah, man. Houston gonna be clowning, bro. Houston gonna be clowning.
I think I picked them. I might have picked them to come out of the AFC.
Get ready to be mad because Andrew's on his shit tonight.
There we go. Matty Ice in the Super Bowl. I don't even care about MVPs. At least he got a ring. And don't say no bullshit about
the Darnold train, dog. Darnold continues to show his ass, man. Yeah, they lost the game. Cool.
Man.
Cool. I don't care. The man is what he doing work, man.
Yeah.
Doing
Look at
work.
Goff, bro.
And they was coming back in this game too. They just ran out of time, in my opinion. So, like, the Lions is good. The Vikings is good. Shit, the Bears been on a win streak lately.
We did say this could be one of the best divisions in the conference. I mean, look at Jared Goff, man. 22 for 25. That's really efficient. He's solidifying himself. Like, he got paid. We need to talk about how good Jared Goff's been playing too, man. Like, he's not playing bad at all. He's earning that payday, and he's got Detroit in a really good spot right now. They've only got, one loss so far? I mean, MVPs don't mean nothing if you ain't win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He do. He's nice, man. That freaking clip can't go be playing that clip until we get to the playoffs. As long as the Vikings keep doing what they're doing, we're going to be –
Hey, I'm running that clip all season. We're going to run a campaign to get Darnold paid the biggest bag ever.
He should. They're projecting he's going to get a big payday if he keeps doing what he's doing. But I want to see, like, what happens if Darnold, let's just say Minnesota goes on a run, they make it to the divisional round of the conference championship. Now, Minnesota drafted J.J. McCarthy last year. Does Minnesota think about paying that bag to Darnold? Or do they let Darnold walk?
Watch this.
Oh, you mean you think Minnesota pays him that bag?
Hey, McCarthy, get up out of here, bro.
But the good thing bad for him, but the good thing for them is they get their quarterback and they could trade McCarthy and get pretty damn good value. I know he's coming off an injury, but he was a first-round pick. Like, somebody will trade for a first-round pick. Yeah, Caleb Williams is starting to come into his own. Like, I've seen some really good throws from him recently.
I do. I just think he's a weirdo. That's all.
He's a little – I mean, we had this discussion all last year. But
he's a weirdo.
He's been putting the ball in the end zone, man. He's good. No. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap, bro.
No,
that's cap. Not any other quarterback was gonna go and beat Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl like that. I'm sorry.
I like Spencer Rattler more. I like Spencer Rattler too, man.
His potential's high.
And no, I don't think they're keeping dude. They're gonna have to stick with McCarthy next season.
Yeah, because they're not gonna have the cap space. I would like to see him stay, but man, wherever he goes, that's scary, dog. Depending what conference or what team. Like, they have teams that want somebody. Maybe the Raiders, someone like that.
Ooh, the Raiders need a quarterback, bro.
Ooh, Asswaterby got a ring though. Asswaterby led the league in passing more than everybody else. Ooh.
All right, so we gotta talk about this game, man. So, not a game that you really want to talk about, but it's what happened in the game. Deshaun Watson is probably out for the season with a torn Achilles.
DTR got to play, man.
Yeah, he did.
Turned the ball over, but
hold up, man. Hey, Trent Dilfer was the best quarterback in Ravens history, bro. Before Lamar Jackson.
Joe Flacco?
Yeah. I'm just playing no.
I'm being
sarcastic, man. But don't be speaking dirt on Trent Dilfer, bro. We don't win that Super Bowl without him. Let's be honest. Tony Banks, anybody?
Anthony Wright?
Yeah. Kyle Bowler, Chris Redmond. Come on, man. We don't win a Super Bowl without Trent Dilfer, man. And the Bucks don't win a Super Bowl without Brad Johnson either. So that's not a good point.
All these guys got rings, but Matt Ryan don't. Huh. Okay. Anthony Wright was nice. I mean, it just didn't ever come together for him.
He's all right. God damn, dude. I swear, kids be trying to break in the room. When you gotta put a couch in front of the door to keep the
you
kid
do a
out
couch now? It used to be a chair. You put a couch now?
Yeah, a couch is more effective. Because you can knock the chair over a little bit if you keep pushing it. So now I just like put
They don't
the
have a
couch
lock?
there.
I assume
No, no, there's no lock on here, man.
My way invest in 2 sofas.
Shoot. Hey, Deshaun Watson gonna have the best in 2 new legs and he keep getting hurt, bro.
Cam, I'm
Bro.
sorry, but I'm sorry, but your MVP pick is pretty much shot at this point. It's been shot,
Man,
but now it's
dead.
like shot. You're cooked.
Dead. Bro, I was so hyped for Deshaun Watson coming back this season, dog. I was so hype about it, dude. I was like, yo, you come back, you got hurt, man. He was looking good in practice, bro. Like it felt like, okay, cool. Like just go back to what you was doing before. Like you ain't forget how to
Something's
play
not
football,
clicking, man. That year or so off, like something happened. It's just like the same thing when Bell took that year off. It's the same thing. Something is with psyche or whatever, but like if they could have got Houston, Texas Watson back, Cleveland's in the Super Bowl every year. I'm sorry. Deshaun Watson, pre all this stuff going on, Deshaun Watson's the top 3 quarterback in the league.
No.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you though. If Cleveland wouldn't have opened the bag like they did, he probably would have went to New York. That was the second option, which I'm glad they dodged that bullet. Them lawsuits really messed him up too. I think it's just between distractions, the psyche, and just sitting out that long, man. It's hard to come back after that time. Like to be able to get back into football shape and be able to have the same product on the field.
Yeah, but Cleveland's just not a place they got bad luck, man.
I mean, but Baker got them to the playoff and won a playoff game. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, but after that, what happened?
Yeah, but I can't make excuses for them. I just can't because they put now some of the injuries did hurt them, but their defense is really good. Oh, this is bad. I'm pretty sure Reese got something to say about this.
Man. Cleveland is just it's just a place that's rough, man. A basketball team barely won only because they got LeBron James back. They would have been bad in basketball for a little bit longer too, right?
It was bad.
And then baseball ain't won a championship in like almost 100 years now. So then you got football, they ain't won at all. Except like in the 60s when they was playing, with
they were playing in the AFL.
Yeah, so but nonetheless, man. But see, that's Andrew. Yeah. That's why I thought Cleveland was gonna be good.
That's a
because
great
of their defense.
But this is my thing, and obviously there are a lot of intangibles and things like scenarios. If Chubb is healthy and Deshaun Watson's not playing turnover or really lackluster football, the Browns are a major powerhouse in the AFC, and I said that in the offseason. I said that going into the season. I said if Watson plays better than last year, the Browns are serious. He hasn't played good. They haven't had Chubb, and the defense has had to carry them. So that's all there is to it.
I changed my MVP pick. It's Lamar Jackson.
Oh, whatever, dude. I'm still holding on to mine. I picked Stroud. We'll see.
Yo, I should have a chance to change my pick because my pick is
an injury. Not
it's voided. It's voided. That's what happens when you're betting on the games. Your bet is
He's
voided.
Gonna change his MVP to Tua Tagovailoa.
Nah, bro. No, no, I'm not. No, Nah. So, but the Broncos win again, man. So yeah, that's a good thing.
It's good for Broncos, but that's a horrible game for New Orleans, man. Like,
bro, y'all started out the season so damn high,
man. But the defense, man, like the defense is this is a bad sign because New Orleans defense has been top 5 statistically with the last since even before Breeze retired. They've been high up there on defense. Now they're shaky while the offense was already shaky. Carr wasn't playing terrible before he got hurt, and now he's gone, and defense isn't there, man. They can't get anything going. Rattler didn't play a horrible game, couldn't put the ball in the end zone, but they couldn't run the ball. They just couldn't get nothing going. And Denver, Javonte Williams went off. He ran all over them. They had no answer for him whatsoever. And I mean, Bo Nix didn't have a great game, but he just did enough to be able to win the game. I mean, they did really good running the ball, and New Orleans has got a lot of problems, man. If they stay on the track they are, New Orleans is going to have a top 10 pick. And I don't know what you do there, man. Dennis Allen is one of the main problems. And they need to figure out what is going on with their defense because that's
what I'm saying. Why would you hire him anyway? Did you see what he did to the Raiders?
They wanted to bank off of his success with their defense. And he figured, we can put him in. Now, I will say one thing. The offensive coordinator hasn't done bad for them. I just think the injury bug and just lack of production has really hurt them offensively. I think Kubiak's done a good job. They're just abysmal right now. And I don't know where they go from here, to be honest with you.
All right, so Saquon returns to New York and says, y'all should have paid me 170 damn yards, man. Dude, they just said, look, we're going to let you eat today.
They didn't even let Hurts it about 14 times. They just said, you know what, Saquon? Have fun.
Have fun. And boy, did he, at the expense of that New York Giants defense, man.
10 yards a carry. My God.
Y'all should have paid him. But theoretically, I'm glad y'all didn't. Don't need to go through that no more. At least he's closer to a Super Bowl with the Eagles than he is with the Giants.
You're right.
Actually, he's closer to the playoffs.
But this is bad for the Giants, man. I would hate to see Daboll lose his job because I don't think he's a bad coach at all. He's just in a really bad situation, man. They shouldn't have paid Jones that money. They should have been smarter with their salary cap and tried to draft somebody or bring somebody else in. They've had rumors that the Giants are targeting Matthew Stafford to try to bring him in. I don't see that happening.
Man, so the Steelers actually started Russell Wilson, bro. Are we really serious about this shit?
Steelers country. That's right.
Let's ride. Oh man, goddamn. Did they really start Russell Wilson?
Yes.
You gotta be kidding me. No, they didn't.
Yes, no, they did.
They did not start. What planet does that make sense on, man? Are you serious?
When I seen that he was gonna start, I thought it was a troll post. Cause I'm like, Justin Fields hasn't played horrible. I'm like, just let him play. Like, you just brought Russell in there for shits and giggles, and you thought that you had the veteran presence all of a sudden at the beginning of the season. Fields hasn't played that bad, and Pittsburgh's not in the worst spot. I don't see how it benefits you to put Russell in at that point. I just would have kept Fields.
Playing that bad though. He ain't playing that bad. He's like 8 for 17, 145 yards and a touchdown. You're not playing that bad.
Yeah, until he starts playing Denver Broncos Russell Wilson again.
I don't know what that was.
Mr. High Knees in the airplane aisle.
Like, bro, I can't believe he did that.
Imagine being on the team plane. Me and you are on the plane. We're leaving the game or whatever. We're just sitting there chilling. Or we're going to the game, whatever. And we sitting there laying back. We relax. And all of a sudden, just like, yeah. If you don't sit the hell down, what are you doing?
Bro, you're causing turbulence. Sit down. Sit your ass down. Somebody should have said, just gave him the sit down. Sit your ass down. What the hell is wrong with you? We just got our ass kicked and you doing high knees? God damn, man. Jesus.
Damn, man. Russ. Damn.
All right, so let's get into this, man. So the Chiefs are terrible. They are a terrible team. But it seemed like everybody is the Eastern Conference when LeBron James was there. They just scared to play. I don't understand. Now, don't get it twisted. The Chiefs' defense is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the defense actually caught up to the offense now in terms of explosive plays because the defense be balling.
Chris Jones.
I personally wouldn't want to see Spagnuolo be a head coach again? Considering what I know.
I don't want to see him at all because it's horrible. You know better than me, but I still know myself. Like, it's not good. It's not.
But I think he might be ready for one because this defense is good. Good. With young
San
players.
Fran to 18, man. It's impressive.
Purdy was terrible.
He was. And then you lose your number 2 guy probably with a torn ACL for the season. So
who's number 2?
Ayuk, man, has a possible torn ACL.
Well, there goes my NFC Super Bowl pick.
I didn't pick them.
I'm over right now.
I
might have picked the Eagles, though. Did I pick the Eagles or the 49ers?
I'm pretty sure you picked San Fran.
Okay.
Because I picked Detroit, and I want to say I picked Detroit and Houston in the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
See what I'm saying? They drafted dude from Florida when they could have had Xavier Worthy. Come on, man.
Oh, Pearsall. And this was Pearsall's. This was his first game, and I don't think he. I don't know what he did. That was his first game.
I think he caught a couple passes. Passes.
Ricky Pearsall, yeah.
Yeah, I think he caught a couple passes, but he ain't gonna make no difference for real like Xavier Worthy would have.
No, and offensively, man, they're in trouble.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you look at that team. Like when we were on the other network, people tried to tell me that, oh man, they got a deep threat and Jawan Jennings and whatever. I'm like, excuse me, are you serious?
It's not the same. He is a deep threat, but not the same extent.
You gonna tell me that you would rather have, no disrespect, but 3 Musa Muhammad's? No, you need 1 Musa Muhammad, a Steve Smith, and a Deshaun Jackson.
Yep.
Those 3 types of mixture of receivers that get you going. But they got 3 Musa Muhammad's.
I like Musa Muhammad, but not that much.
I do, but not 3 of them.
Exactly.
Not 3. That's what they got. 3 exceptional route runners.
Mm-hmm.
Great. But no separate.
You need that deep threat to help take a top off of defense to make it easier for Purdy to be able to have a safety, not just a safety valve, but somebody that can help be a difference maker, man. Yeah, flags too. Like, San Fran's not. Oh man, what is their record now? They're at 3-3, man. The NFC West is kind of like up for grabs, to be honest with you. Like we knew it would be somewhat competitive, but I don't think we anticipated it to look like it is right now before the season started.
I think the way it's going, the Seahawks might win. They look like the best team out of everybody.
They're not playing bad football.
Yeah, and they got a good running game, and their defense is okay.
I like their players on defense. They have some really good talent in the secondary, and that defensive line is pretty good too. So,
bro, they got like a Legion of Boom 2.0, bro. All their corners is like 6'2" and up.
Imagine that defense on that team. Oh my gosh. Like, oh my God. The league, dude, they would not be able to handle, like, they would have run through everybody, bro. Oh my God.
People don't get a Legion of Boom no love, man.
Look, we had to play them.
Killing shit.
New Orleans had to play them more than enough times, and the Patriots had to play them. Like, that was a legendary defense. Like, nasty. They are good. No, multiple personalities here.
Yeah. You know what? No, it might be Emily on the other one.
No, I think it's him.
Yeah, me too. I was trying to be nice.
Seahawks are good, man. They're better than what I anticipated. Like, they're not playing bad ball at all.
All right. So let's get into some games for next week. So the Darnold train travels to Inglewood, California. All right. And it keeps chugging along. We stopped for gas against Detroit, man. But
caught a flat tire.
Yeah, we caught a flat tire. The train derailed a little bit, But we pick up the train track and put it back onto the train, however that goes, and it keeps going. The Darnold train continues, and they beat the Rams. That's what I'm picking. What you got?
Yeah, the Rams are sitting at 2-4 right now. Not the most efficient team in the league. Minnesota went blow for blow with Detroit. I think Minnesota gets back onto the right track. I think they beat LA by at least 14 or more points here. I got the Vikings, man.
Nice, cool, bet. Now I can keep playing my video.
I was not picking the Rams.
All right, got the Bears. So this game becomes interesting because Jane Daniels had an injury in this game. So don't know how good he's gonna be if he plays. It was a rib injury or something like that. So, rib injuries affect the quarterback's throwing ability. And every time you get hit because he's a running quarterback, Jaden Daniels, I'm speaking of, it might hurt a little bit. But it is at home, and the Bears are on a little bit of a win streak, man. I'm picking the Bears, man. Just because of uncertainty with Jaden Daniels.
Is Daniels playing, or are they playing it day by day?
I don't know. I just know he had a rib injury, so don't know how good it was. But it kept him. It kept him from finishing the game though, because Mariota was the one passing to him.
Yeah. So if Daniels plays this game, like if Daniels rests the rest of the week and he's ready to go, I've got Washington winning this game with Daniels. If Daniels does not start, I've got the Bears. I just think that it'd be a really cool matchup to see Williams and Jaden Daniels. I think that'd be a really good game. Like I said, if the former Heisman Trophy winning quarterbacks, I've got Daniels and the Commanders if he plays. If they don't, I've got Chicago.
All right, bet. All right. Let's see. All right, the Saints and Chargers. Which is crazy that we're talking about. So wait a minute. So the Rams play. Okay, so that game must have been on like Thursday.
Probably. So one of them.
Because how y'all gonna play?
Because okay,
so how y'all gonna play the same game in the same stadium? Dumbass owners. Why would y'all vote for the Chargers to go to LA? That's so stupid. Stupid, man. Let me get $500 billion, bro. I'll buy the motherfucking Chargers, man. We going back to San Diego, bro. Fuck all that, man.
Unfortunately, they tore down Qualcomm Stadium. I really liked that stadium, but they tore it down. So
yeah, but you listen to former players talk about it. It's like, bro, that shit was ass.
Can't be as bad as what the Commanders wanted. That stadium's bad. Like they are
what FedEx Field?
Yes, dude. They've been talking about them needing a new stadium for a long time. It's like the same kind of conversations that they were having about the Rams when they were in St. Louis. Like conversations like that.
That was ass, bro. Yeah, with Jones don't steal that though. Hey, it's still kicking though. They couldn't have been that bad because they still playing in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
and they selling it out too. Let's see. We got I got the Chargers in this one though.
Man, the Saints just aren't doing anything that makes me think they have a chance. It's in LA. Give me the Chargers too.
All right, we got a special guest in here, man. Somebody, this is like his third personality. Don't even know who this is, man.
Mr.
What's good, Andrew?
What's up? I'm backstage just hanging out listening. I got the boy laying on me, got a pillow in my face. So he's laying on top of me with a pillow, 2 blankets. I'm burning up here.
So you're the bed.
But yeah, the Ravens are gonna win big.
Yeah, bro, this is gonna be an ass whooping.
I'm putting all my poker chips in on Baltimore.
Yeah, bro, this is gonna be an ass whooping. We're gonna have to call off the dogs. Literally, that's how bad this is gonna be.
I do want to see what PPR does in this game, though. I want to see if he plays well. That is something
Yeah,
I'm curious
man,
about.
because I really liked him at UCLA.
Yeah,
He
he's
was
good.
really good.
It could be
Yeah.
a chance for him to, if he can play well in games like this, might
Yeah.
find himself as a backup or maybe getting a chance maybe next season. You never know.
Yeah, man, I agree. I liked him at UCLA, man, because he was there for a long time, and Chip Kelly was like building through him that whole time. So that
Mhm.
last year he was at UCLA, they were really good because I think Zach Charbonnet was there. So that
Yeah,
was
that's
really
the year
good.
they beat LSU.
Yeah, I remember. I remember.
It's ugly.
I remember. Yeah, that was ugly, man. That was ugly. Y'all went to the West Coast for an ass whooping. Hell
That was
no.
bad.
Never.
Yeah, that was Orgeron's last year. That was horrible.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Although, man, all jokes aside, man, Ogeron, he was full LSU, man. Like he I think he did really good in the state because he was from there.
He could recruit. He was already a hell of a recruiter, and being able to be
Yeah.
at the mecca of the state and be able to already have those connections. I
Hell
mean,
yeah. Hell
he
yeah.
could get anybody
You
he
right about
wanted.
that.
He was
You
at
right
freaking
about
terrible
that.
on getting Mason Smith. He was walking on campus and everything. He's like, "Nah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna secure the bag, bro. We're gonna."
Now, that's one thing about LSU though. Like as we close the show, we're done with that part. One thing about LSU, man, it's like they don't be bad for long. Like it's
Usually
never like
fixed
a
quick.
serious drought. Like, like, like schools like LSU, Bama, like they not supposed to be bad that long because you got like a lot of boosters that are
Boosters
really,
and money involved. Like,
yeah, like it's a lot of player people that put money into that program. They don't want to be bad for long. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just think like when you're going through like a coaching change, sort of like how Alabama is right now. Like it's you you have to find the players that fit your scheme. I personally think that Kalen DeBoer is starting Jalen Milroe because he earned it.
yeah,
I
he's the
don't
best
think
option for right now.
I don't think that this is the offense that we're gonna see once he gets a capable quarterback, in my opinion.
Yeah, but it's the
Because
same
I've
thing.
seen because I've seen Penix, right? Penix was there and he got better and better. Now, granted, he was like 26, right? So he's old as hell. But nonetheless, you see that he actually can play the quarterback position, right? I think Jalen Milroe needs to technically come back another year, but I don't know if it's going to get any better.
I think he needs to transfer, to be honest. I think he needs a fresh scenery to maybe go somewhere that can really.
I would say that too. I would say transfer to somebody that can use your skill set the best.
Yeah, a team that's more likely than not open to using that more dual threat. I have to develop you more as a passer, and they have teams that he could go to. And look, I think he's good for their program, but for DeBoer to get what he wants out of his offensive scheme, like I know he does, Milroe's going to have to go. And I think there are plenty of other opportunities in the country. He can go almost anywhere he wants, and somebody will take a chance on him.
I personally think I would hate for him to go to Texas.
Yeah, but he ain't starting over. You know what's it called? Arch is going to get that start next.
Well, I mean, yeah, like in any other circumstance, that's the coach he should
I
be with.
agree. But he could go to damn near almost any other situation in the SEC. Like they have other good options. If he wanted to go to Arkansas, if he maybe wanted to try to do it out with Lagway in Florida, Texas A&M is a good option. Missouri, like
he's from Texas too, by the way. So
yeah, you have plenty of other places. Or if you want to go out of the conference,
like I never tell. Like, look, I I'm really sensitive about my black quarterbacks. Right, I'm sensitive. It's a soft spot for me. I love it. I want them all to succeed, man. But there's a level to it. You got your Warren Moon. Well, actually, Doug Williams. He's first, always. Then you got Warren Moon below that. And then you get into the gray area, right? The ones that really haven't won at a big level,
Randall
but
Cunningham.
instant impact. Michael Vick, Dante Culpepper, McNabb. You get into that area, right? The impact players that didn't really win, right? Then you got Lamar, who's at the top of that gray area. He trying to punch through that ceiling, right? So that's what I want for Jalen Miro. But he has to make the throws that count, man. You got to take what's there.
Well, you're not going to get a chance at playing quarterback at the next level if you can't make that adjustment. I feel like him going to a fresh situation, going to a school, maybe just getting out of the conference. You go to the Big Ten or go to the ACC. I mean, look at Cam Ward. He's doing really good for Miami. You could go to a situation like that, find somebody who's willing to just get you where you need to be passing. Because, I mean, dude, he's not going to fully figure it out in another year. Like, whoever takes a chance on him in the draft knows what they're getting. He just needs to go somewhere that can get him where he needs to be going into the draft next year, like the year after. So I think he's a good player. I think he's got a lot of potential. His intangibles are there. What he can do with his legs, he's strong. He's got great arm talent. It's just getting your decision-making where it needs to be, not forcing the ball, and just taking what the defense gives you, man. Like, that's all it comes down to. And to be able to play quarterback at the next level, you have to be able to take your check downs, and you have to be able to not be throwing those low percentage throws, man. Like, you'll find your way out there really quick.
Like the last 2 weeks, man, he really hurt his draft stock a lot.
But did he though? I mean, like, I'm not throwing shade here, but honestly, Alabama's offensive line is very suspect. And that's the problem right now. Like, they're in the backfield pretty quick, and a young guy like Jalen Milroe, he's not ready to make decisions in under 3 seconds like a senior and a junior would be. Like, they are on his ass quick, and that's hard to overcome. I don't think he's that bad. No, I think he don't have time.
I don't think he's that bad either, Andrew. I don't.
But I don't see it working for him to stay though. I think he needs to go somewhere fresh.
I think best case scenario, throwing fandom out, right? Best case scenario is for him to stay. Because if he wants to make an impact at the next level, you gotta make it work.
I'd love to see him at Ohio State. Man, he'd be so good.
That's actually a really good, especially for him to develop as a passer. Being able to play with Chip Kelly running the offense, I think that'd be a really good, good idea. That would be nasty. Oh my God.
Think about that shit though. Think about everybody that has come through Chip Kelly's system. Dennis Dixon. You forget about Dennis Dixon. Mariota.
Yep.
And then you got a couple other guys. Masoli, I think, was there too.
Jeremiah Masoli, before Marcus Mariota. Yeah. He was really good.
So, bam. And then DTR wasn't that slow either. He could run.
And the talent there, so he wouldn't have really a drop off. He would still be playing with elite talent.
And he'd have a better offensive line that would protect him. Correct. Kelly could develop him better in his passing game. Like, that would probably be the best case scenario for me. Now we come in to kind of think about it. Like, that's the most stable place that you can develop as a passer, and you can raise your draft.
When I think about the offensive line, like Andrew was saying, Caden Proctor is just too big. Like, and me being an offensive lineman guy, I've never been critical of big offensive linemen. Hell, I play Madden all day, bro. I like my linemen big. Okay,
about 6'8".
6'8", 6'9" across the board.
300 pounds.
Yeah, everybody. But Caden Proctor in realistic terms is too big. Because there were linemen that were on the smaller side. They just make him look stupid. Like, we're talking, you know what I'm saying? He just stuck. Or he be trying to lunge at people and they just give him the quick hands. And he just like, oh, what happened? You know? So, like, he's got in the offseason, we're in the middle of the season, but in the offseason, he has to trim down just a little bit.
Looking big like a Hollis Thomas. He used to be for the Saints.
Bro, dude, huge, man. And it's a good thing and a bad thing. Remember, Trent Williams for the 49ers? They're about the same size. But Trent Williams is out there on pulling guards and all of that.
Dude, but like that's like the most athletic situation. He's fast, like he's quick with his feet. Like that's a tank, bro. A big freaking tank running at you, like full speed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Remember, gosh, you probably remember Cam Robinson, right?
Yeah. Cam played for Auburn. He was from Thibodeau High,
Yeah. So Cam Robinson was like really big. Not Greg Robinson, Cam Robinson.
Okay, yeah, Cam Robinson. Yeah, I remember who you talking about. Yeah.
So he's from Louisiana, right? And when he was a freshman, he was like 6'7", 350, right? When he left Bama, he was a solid 6'7", but like 320. Like he got it down. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the key, man. But nonetheless, man, Alabama does have some issues, man. It's kind of our closing argument segment, but nonetheless, it's bad. It's bad down there, man. But hopefully we can figure something out, man. But like I said, the conversation has to be had. Has to be had.
You're right.
But nonetheless, man, this has been the Football Frame of Mind weekly show. Shout out to everybody watching, man. But anything you gotta say before we get up out of here?
Man, thank you guys for watching. We love the feedback. Thanks to Reese and Andrew for sure leaving all the comments. Really good interaction. That's what we look for, man. Thank you guys. Thank you for anybody who's in and out, man. We really appreciate you guys. If you do enjoy these kind of weekly shows, make sure to smash the like button. Really helps with the algorithm. We can get this content out to a lot of other people who really like this kind of stuff. We find we're different than a lot of other people in the market because we're not the same. We don't talk about the same way. We don't have the same perspectives. And the growth has been crazy within a year and a half. It's been really crazy, especially on multiple platforms. So if you do like this kind of content,
we're not the same color either.
No, we're not.
I had to throw that out there.
It's okay. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said before, check our YouTube channel out, man. Tons of shorts, daily uploads, weekly shows, over 1,500 videos in our library in a year and a half is insane. You have enough to watch for a long time. If you're more of an audio person, we upload to Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Podcasts, all of that good stuff. We do live stream via Twitch. We are on all major social media platforms, Facebook, X, TikTok, all of that stuff as well. Cam makes a lot of really cool shorts as well on all of those. So I think you'd really like that. But thank you guys for everybody that's been here. Thank you everybody who's watching now. We're halfway through college football in the NFL. We got a lot more crazy stuff to go. But, man, thank you all for tuning in, and y'all have a great day.
Also, Andrew's muted right now, but check out College Sports Villains every Thursday. They got it all, man. And shout out No Mercy Sports, man. Check them out on the Villain Sports Media Network. Man.
Subscribe and check them out, man.
Correct. Everybody.
Villain Sports Media Network, Facebook, YouTube. Is there anywhere else they can find us, Andrew? Or are those the main two ones?
I mean, they can find us on Facebook and YouTube. They can find us on X. There is a page for that. It's just not, I've got to promote it. But it is there now. So we are on X. And I will have that information Tuesday on the show.
Awesome. So if you guys do like this kind of content, you can check us out. You can check out College Sports Villains as well as No Mercy Sports. A bunch of well-rounded, really different football shows, man. You can't go wrong. We're taking over. We're taking the league by storm, and strap up, man. We're ready to go.
Hell yeah. But without further ado, let's get up out of here, man. I'm Cam. That's Brandon. Special guest, Andrew, the villain. We up out of here. See y'all next Sunday.
Peace.